Good morning. How are you this morning? Welcome all to the program here. It's your buddy, Uncle Bruce. Welcome to the morning after. We're here witnessing the beginning of a fun day today. The question is, where will the day end up? What kind of follow through is this market going to have by the time we're finished at the end of the day today? Um, the Dow is up nicely, 1,289 points at the moment, which is about 3%. You can thank overseas investors and gamblers around the planet who are just loving this. But there are people out there, which is kind of blowing my mind. There are people out there paying prices for stocks much higher than they could have paid yesterday, the day before, because of the results of the election. They weren't gambling on the election. They're gambling on the post-election results now, the post-election fallout. And so they're running up the market here. We've got a 130-point gain on S&P. That's 2.25%. Nasdaq's up 350 points. That's 1.75%. That's not near the Dow. The Dow's up 3%. Crude oil down $1.85 actually. Oil is down 185 at 70.14. For those of you who follow me all the time and are here all the time, and you tolerate my thoughts and my opinion and my whatever, the good news is, even though you have to look at this face, although some of you have figured out, you've mastered this channel, you listen to my voice, but you don't look at this face. If you've been here long enough, around here a little while, a couple of things have happened to you in the last few months. First of all, you SOFI followers out there, are you having a good time with your SOFI? It sure beats $7 a share, doesn't it? $12.20 right now. Doesn't this look a lot nicer than $7 or $8 or $9 a share? Isn't it nice to see the stock come out with their earnings? The company come out with their earnings last week, Tuesday, and the stock now is at all-time 52-week all-time highs, not all-time highs, 52-week highs. As a matter of fact, at $12.20, if we trade at this neighborhood here, this will be the best price for SOFI, I believe, since back in 2022, early 22, a long time ago. This is November 24. We're about to go into 25, and this is the best we've had in several years. Sure is nice to see this, isn't it? It's nice to see Rocket Lab doing as well as it's doing, because many of you were into Rocket Lab as well as SOFI shares, and Rocket Lab's had a good run lately, better than SOFI lately, but not a problem this morning. 12.33 on Rocket Lab, up 52, and 12.20 on SOFI, up 80 cents. Wonderful. On GameStop, we're at 23.46, up 47 cents. It's good. It's nice. Thank you. But not leading the way, just kind of coming along for the ride. Is there anything wrong with SOFI? With GameStop at 23 something a share? Nothing wrong whatsoever. It's quite all right. We'll take the gain on GameStop. 239,000 traded though. There's no volume on it. 23.71. If it gets to 24. Multiply that price by 4, you have a $96 stock. Remember the pre-split days? So, GameStop isn't at all-time highs or anything like that, but, $96 and a company with $4.5 billion cash on hand, they're in good shape. Thank you very much. And those of you who've been writing cash-secured puts on your GameStop, those of you who've been writing call options on your GameStop, those of you who've been writing put credit spreads on your GameStop, congratulations. Put credit spread writers on AI, put credit spread writers on Tesla, put credit spread writers on NVIDIA. In other words, almost all stocks out there. If you've been a put credit spread writer and you've taken these credits off the table a few days ago, last week, a few weeks ago, it's likely that every single one of you who are watching me right now are going, Bruce, this thing about your classes is really working for me. I really like the fact that you've made these classes and have educated us on how to write credit spreads, put credit spreads, call credit spreads, iron condors. You're really showing us the way here. I'm saying to you folks, all of you out there who are thinking of becoming option writers, the party continues on. Nothing changes. You will continue to make money in the market. You will continue to be option writers, and you will continue to take the dough off the table, but you will let the market tell you what to do next. You don't have to guess. You can let the market tell you what's going on. Now, with a 1,300 point gain right now on the Dow pre-market, great. I'm asking the question, how far can this market keep going? And how much of this gain might it give back once we open for trading and all the option winners get to cash in? Someone has to want to buy all the calls that have gone up in value overnight. Who is out there to buy the call options from the winners that own the call options over the last day or two, or the first thing this morning? How many gamblers are out there willing now to put money into a slot machine, thinking the market will go even higher because this is only the beginning? This 1,300 point gain is only the beginning. We're going to go up 5,000 points on the Dow in the next couple of weeks. Your job out there is to be level-headed and calm, and to sit there and think, Uncle Bruce has a point. It might be time to think about the other side of this market. Maybe I've been writing put credit spreads on Tesla, and I've been writing put credit spreads on NVIDIA, and I've been doing it on all kinds of stocks: AI, Unity, Apple, Microsoft, the SPYs, the triple Qs, whatever it is you're writing put credit spreads on. They're all going to make you money today. Though all those spreads are filtering out. Great. You've made half your money, 3/4 of your money, 80%, 90%, you're up 95%. Whatever you're up, great. What's your next move? It might be that you might now decide, I'm going to keep writing credit spreads. Oh, yeah. I'm now going to write call credit spreads. I'm going to say to the market, hi, market, how are you? I'm so-and-so, the option writer. I noticed that Tesla is at $282 a share right now, $283 a share right now. I might just take off the table my $220, $230, $205, $210 credit spreads that are worth nothing. I'm going to take them off the table. But instead of writing a new set of put credit spreads, instead of writing those, I'm going to write call credit spreads on Tesla. And I'm going to add 10, 15% to the price of the stock. $280 stock plus 10% is 28 more. So that puts us at $290, $320. I'm going to write call credit spreads on Tesla from 320 to 335, somewhere in that neighborhood, way up there, because of all the optimism, all the gamblers going, I can't lose. I bought call options on Tesla last week, and I double, triple, quadrupled my money. I'm now going to roll it into 280s, 290s, and 300s, and I'm going to make all kinds of money as this stock goes to 350 a share. Your attitude is, well, if I can write a 2-week, 3-week, 4-week credit spread, call credit spread on Tesla, 320, 325, 330, 335, 340, somewhere in that neighborhood. What, $5 spread, $10 differential, whatever numbers make you comfortable. Your attitude might be, yeah, in the next hour, I might just do that, fold my arms and say, you know what? These calls I just wrote are way out of the money. They're giving me a nice credit. I'm going to sit back and fold my arms. And if in the next 3 or 4 or 5 days, after all the euphoria dies down and the realization hits the market, which is, oh, we forgot in all the excitement that Biden is still the president of the United States next week and next month and the month after that. The Senate is still in the hands of the Democrats. The House is a mess with a 2-seat majority. Yeah, there are new people coming to town, and there's all new everything coming, and there's all the new policies, but we're not going anywhere yet. The train ain't leaving the station with all the new guys until late January, February of 2025. And so the euphoria might die down in the next few days and calm down. And Sober reflection begins to come into play. And this is where you sit back and go, well, yeah, I took my profits off the table like Uncle Bruce suggested. I said, thank you, sir. Thank you for all this cash. I'm writing call credit spreads. Another 10, 15% ahead of this market. You have to go, you're saying to the market, you have to go to new all-time record highs in the next 2 to 4 weeks in order for me to lose money. I dare you to do it. Through Christmas? Really? You think that's going to happen? Let's see. Because you've written out of the money contracts. You're writing out of the money calls that have 2 to 4 weeks of life. The new administration doesn't show up until Feb. So what do you think is going to happen? Anyway, that's where my head is at on this. You're option writers. And I've said to you folks now for weeks, months, it doesn't matter who wins the White House. It doesn't matter who runs the Senate, and it doesn't matter who runs the House. It will not matter whatsoever. What matters is where the market is going and how much conviction it has and how greedy the greedy are and how panicked the greedy will get when they begin to realize, well, we had a good day there, but we're not really seeing this Bruce says the markets don't go straight up all the time. Maybe he's right. He's only said it 1 billion times. Maybe that's right. There might yet be adjustments to the party. You as option writers have to just say, okay, market, you go where you want to go. No problem for me. I'm an option writer for the rest of my life. Through the next 4 years, I'm an option writer for the next 8 years, the next 12 years, the next 20. I'm here for the long term. And I'll go with the flow, but I'll make my money in shrinkage in the meantime. Thank you very much. So, welcome to the party, pal. I'm glad you're all here. Appreciate you joining me today. Appreciate you always joining me today. And I want you guys to get filthy freaking rich. That's my whole shtick. I just want you to make money in this market. The market wants to give you money through a capital gain move right now. You'll take it. The market is going to make you richer today because puts have really dropped in price and your credit spreads have gone to nothing. You've written cash secured puts and you're buying them back to write new cash secured puts at higher strikes. Great. This is your job. This is what you're supposed to do. Are you supposed to be here gambling with the market that you're going to be on the cutting edge of a big trade? No, you're not. No, you're not that person. You leave that to the gamblers who already run this market up 1,300 points in the pre-market for the Dow. You leave that to them. You are going to take your sure thing off the table. That's your job. And that's what I want to hear from you folks all day today and tomorrow. I want to hear and see comments and private emails that tell me, Uncle Bruce, I wrote those cash secured puts on SOFI. I wrote the 10s like you said. I rolled them to 12s like you said. I rolled them to 15s like you said. I'm rolling them to 17 like you might be saying. I'm taking money off the table, man. I sold my shares of SOFI at $8.50 a share a month and a half ago, and I wrote $10 cash secured puts, and I brought in $3.25 a contract. I did that a month ago. And in the last month, the stock has gone up through $9 and $10 a share. The earnings came out. The stock didn't go down to $5 a share. It's now at $12.21 after the results of the election. You know what, Uncle Bruce? I bought back my $10 puts that I sold for $3.25. I bought them back for $1.50 or so, $1.60, $1.25, and I started writing 15s. I took $3 more off the table. In other words, I sold my stock for $8.50. Some people are calling me an idiot for selling my SOFI at $8.50. I took in $3.25 in cash on top of that, which now means that I really sold my shares for $11.75 a share. Then I bought back the put and wrote the new put, the 15, and added $3 to my price. I've gone from $11.75 to $14.75 this morning. Stock's trading at $12.23, and you're selling at $14.75. And you're willing to buy back that put contract $2-3 lower to sell another put contract in the future. Stock wants to keep going. You're going to add another $2-3 a share to your sell price of what was that, $14.50 a share. You're going to go to $16.50, $17.50 a share. And the world out there, your relatives and friends say, well, weren't you the moron that sold that stock at $8.50? And you're going to go, yeah, I'm the moron that sold the stock at $8.50 and added $6 in cash into my pocket by rolling my put contracts that I've written that are worthless, that are quickly becoming worthless. So yeah, I actually sold my stock for $14.75, maybe even $17.50 on another $3 rollover. You're always going to roll your puts forward at higher strikes if this stock wants to keep going up. $14.54 is the magic price for SOFI. That is the magic price, $14.54. At $12.20, it's a lot closer to reality than at $10 a share a week and a half ago. Getting interesting. If you're a shorter of SOFI, there's 180 some odd million shorted out there. The shorters in the last few days have seen their stock go from 10.11 to now 12.20. They're down another couple of hundred million. If the stock goes to 14.54, that's like the DeLorean hitting 88 miles an hour. You're going to see some serious stuff, and we're even higher. And that means put credit spread writers will continue to roll. And I know for a fact that viewers of mine who wrote $10 cash secured puts would have done several rollovers, and with the stock running into the 20 range, they're going to be now writing $22 and $25 cash secured puts and hauling in money, and they're ahead of the stock, and they're all in cash. And that's the key to this game. They're sitting on a cash hoard the entire time, which is growing and growing and growing. And they're willing to buy back the stock, willing to buy it back. No problem. You want to sell me the stock at $10? No one's going to sell you the stock at $10 because you wrote $10 cash secured puts. No one is going to sell you stock today at $12 a share because you wrote $12 cash secured puts. No one's going to do that. The 15s are quickly running out of value. They're down to $2.80 a piece book value. If someone made you buy the $15 put today, you'd be a happy camper because you're sitting there going, well, wait a minute, I got $5.50 for this $15 put just a couple of days ago, and they're making me buy this. It's costing me $9.50 net to buy. Okay. Okay. You can just turn around, sell the stock at $12.20 and write 15s all over again, or 17s. You're a very accommodating person. You're the casino. You're there to make the gamblers happy. You're there to let the gamblers gamble. You're there to hold their money for them, safekeeping. But you're probably going to keep most of it. It's a wonderful system. I welcome you all to the party, pal. And I encourage you to, go to my website and check out my classes. Look, if you want to learn how to do this, or if you want to learn how to be better at being an option writer, you might want to consider joining me and Auntie Jen here on what's the date here? November the 16th, next week, Saturday. Class number 18 is coming up. We're talking about maximizing profits from option writing. This might be a very timely class for some of you folks. Would love to have you join us. If you do want to join us live for class number 18, lesson number 18, you need to make a donation of $150 to this account right here. Make a payment here to PayPal, Bruce Farmer, Travel with Bruce. That's my PayPal account. Head over there, throw 150 US in there. Send me a private email and say to me, Uncle Bruce, brucefarmer@hotmail.com, just sent you $150. I'm in the class. I would like to be in the class. 2:00 Eastern time next week, Saturday. Show me all kinds of ways to maximize my profits on credit spreads, Portermine cover call writing, cash secured put trades, and you name it. That's what we're all about here, trying to make you more money. I just want you to get richer. I don't care who you like. I don't care who you don't like. I don't care who you believe in. I don't care who you don't believe in. The bottom line is you got to pay your bills. The bottom line is you want to quit your day job, you have to make more money than your day job writing options. You want to retire early, you have to make money writing options. to add to your retirement account to give you a more comfortable retirement, to salvage your retirement, to get a retirement. There are too many millions of people in North America, Europe, and elsewhere who are in a really bad way. They don't realize it, or they do know it, but they're not. What am I saying here? They're going, I know that when 15 years from now comes, I will not have a good retirement the way it is right now. I have not been able to save. I've not been able to build. My employer is a bunch of crap. I worked for companies that went under. I lost everything, whatever. But I've got 10, 15 years to salvage my retirement. Can you get me there? I think I can help you. There are viewers here who have absolutely benefited from the lessons of how to write stock options and are now writing stock options. And there are viewers here who started 2-3 years ago who were earning $300 a month, $500 a month, $1,000 a month of side income, gig money, writing contracts, and thought, oh, this is kind of nice. 500 here, 300 there, 700 there, 1,500 there. This is great. But then something else happened. They were rolling their dough, and they found that they could write more contracts after writing contracts. Once they made money on this trade, they were able to write one more contract on the next go around. And then after that trade worked out, they could write 1 or 2 more again. And they didn't write 3 or 4 or 5 contracts at a time. They started writing 7, 9, 11, 15 contracts at a time. And a few months after that, they started writing 12, 15, and 20 contracts at a time. And that's when the realization kicked in. After 3 to 6 months of writing contracts, some of the folks around here went, wait a minute, I just hauled in $3,000 on this series of contracts I just wrote. They expire in a month. I only get $4,000 a month net from my employer. This is $3,000 already in 6 months. What's going to happen 6 months later? Fast forward to a year ago, there are people here who are now making $4,000 to $6,000 to $8,000 a month in option premiums. Going, I'm making double what I make at work. I'm making 50% more than I make at work. I'm equal my job. I got a big fat raise of $1,000 a month at my job, but I make $2,000 more than that per month writing options, and that's still growing faster than my boss can keep up, even with inflation. Fast forward to today, there are people on this channel who are making $500 a month, $1,500 a month, $3,000 a month, $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, $30,000 a month, and much more than that. Because they figured out how options work. And they just keep rolling their positions and staying way out of the money, writing conservative option strategies, and are saying to the market, you want to hand me all this money for a worthless call option or a put credit spread or a call credit spread? You want to give me this much? I'll take it. The hedge funds in New York do it. The pension funds are doing it. The mutual funds are doing it. The ETFs are doing it. All these hedge fund managers are doing it, and they're getting blown around in private jets everywhere, staying in 5-star hotels when they go on holidays. Hey, if I can get $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $15,000 a month, $20,000 a month from option premiums, why shouldn't I take it? And so you do, because at the end of the day, what happened last night, if you think you're struggling right now, you think that upon your retirement in 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 15 years from now, if you actually think that you're going to get a big fat raise from Social Security to live the life of luxury, I have bad news for you. If you were hoping to buy a new house in the next 2 years or so, I got bad news for you. If you don't have a house now and you don't have a 20% down payment, the bad news is you're going to need a larger amount of money to have a 20% down payment. The good news is if you do own a house, even if you're paying on it, you're going to have a house worth a lot more money in the next few years, because the thinking out there is real estate values are going to rise in the United States. Lower taxation for high-end, well-to-do, middle class and up. Remember, if you only make $50,000 a year, you don't pay taxes. You're a chump. The amount of money you pay to the government is nothing. You make $150,000, $250,000, $500,000, $1 million a year, you're the one who's going to enjoy huge tax benefits, which you will then turn into a nicer house. And because you can afford the house you want, you can pay a little more for the next house. So that house cost $100,000 more. It was 1.4 million, and now it's 1.5 million. No big deal. I can borrow that $100,000 from my bank, and it's going to cost me what, $400 a month more, $200 a month more in payments. I don't care. But if you are struggling to get by, you are going to be priced out, and so you got to find a way to bring in capital into your hot little hands. Side gigs. You need a side gig. You need a side gig selling Avon products. You need a side gig working as a greeter at Walmart on weekends. You need a side gig collecting empty bottles and taking them to the depot. You need I don't know what your side gig. I don't care. You need a side gig. But can you get a side gig that'll make you $5,000 to $10,000 a month to ultimately make you $50,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month on the side? Good luck finding those side gigs, because I know you're being inundated with emails and advertisements from all kinds of people going, I have a side gig for you. Good luck finding the one that works for you. I got a side gig here. It's called writing options in the stock market. And you let the market tell you what options to write, for how long and for how much. And you keep the shrinkage. And it's conservative. And you're doing what banks are doing and other institutions are doing. I'm trying to turn you into an institutional trader by making you into a casino. Welcome to the party, pal. I'm glad you're here. We open in about a half an hour. And we're going to see what the market really does at the opening and where it really wants to go. So we'll figure it out. We're here for the long run. I'll be here next week, next month, next year if I can. It's a question of my health and my endurance and motivation and what have you. But hey, I'm doing what I can. We're looking at the pre-market right now. I see Rocket Lab up 35 cents to 12.16. I see SOFI at 12.23, higher than Rocket Lab, up 81 cents. GameStop's up 44 to 23.43. Matterport's up 11 to 462. We got 23andMe at 480. We got Spire at 11.52, up 71 cents. ATIP's up 6 cents this morning. What else is going on? Apple is up 41 cents. Tesla's up 29.70. Microsoft up 490. Alphabet, Google up 320. Amazon up 99 cents at 200 a share. Nvidia 225. Up 225 to 142.16. It was up 380 yesterday. It's up 220 now. I think 145 is a high, give or take. Meta Platforms down $5 a share, after being up 11.70 yesterday. Goldman Sachs having a wonderful day. Was up $15 yesterday. It's up 32 now. Goldman Sachs $5.59 a share. The 52-week high was $5.40. We've now hit. If we open around here on the opening, this will be new one-year highs for Goldman Sachs. I don't know if this is an all-time high for Goldman Sachs. It could be. I'm just looking here at the I'm trying to get an option. I'm trying to get a chart to show up longer than 2 or 3 years. I think this is all-time highs for Goldman Sachs. The value of this company, with the prices around here, would put it over $165 billion, which of course is chump change compared to NVIDIA. But for Goldman Sachs employees and shareholders of the stock, it's pretty good. 314 million float on Goldman. And so compared to the billion share floats and more of some of these larger companies, obviously this is a big move for them. Very interesting there. Cisco's up 99 cents to 57.15. Cisco is starting to move. Instead of 20, 30 cents at a time, it's going 50 to $1 at a time, because the higher the stock goes, the more volatility you get. The high of the year, 57.06. We're at 57.15 pre-market. This is a new 52-week high for Cisco Systems. 3.98, or let's just round it up to 4 billion shares exist of Cisco, and only 57 million are shorted. This is not a short play. This is a company that makes money, trading at 22 times earnings, and that is considered cheap in today's market, because many of the stocks on the S&P 500 and Dow traded much higher multiples than that. Okay, ARC Innovations, Kathy Woods, she's getting her comeuppance here. She's being recognized. Her stock is finally getting some love. $50.99, up $2.66 a share. The high of the year, $54.50. We're not yet at the high, but it is up there. $5.4 billion in assets under administration. She's looking okay. $50.99 for her ETF. That's ARK Innovations, ARKK. You can write options on this if you wished to. Interesting markets this morning. Welcome to the party, pals. Pfizer's up 2 cents, HPQ up 39, Unity's up 71, AI Inc. up 85 cents to 27.44. Adobe up $6.13 a share, Netflix up $9. IBM up $5.18. Welcome back, IBM. Big Blue is running here. The low on IBM in the last little while was about 200 and 203 or something like that. Kind of got down to the 203 mark. We were in the 230-32 mark for quite some time, in the low 230s. Then the earnings came out and it dropped all the way down to 203-ish, and now we're back to 212 on IBM. Well done, everybody hanging out there. Vanex Semiconductors up 294. Home Depot down 210. Enphase down 1194. Those two stocks are heavily dependent on Chinese imports to stock their businesses. Enphase is into solar energy. That might not be doing so well under the new administration. We'll see. Palantir up 224 a share. 53.37 was up 9.72 yesterday. And it might be time to look at writing credit spreads, call credit spreads on Palantir. Might be time to look at that for GameStop. Might be time to look at call credit spreads for perhaps Apple, Tesla, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, NVIDIA, Meta, and others. It might be time to now go, instead of put credit spreads, way out of the money, call credit spreads, and ask shares to reach highs they've never reached before in the next 2 to 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, and see how that works out. Because I have a suspicion, if you're going to write call credit spreads on these kinds of stocks, the Magnificent Sevens at 10 to 15% above where they are now, with all the euphoria, that might be a little too far, a bridge too far for the stock, which allows you to cash in on worthless calls. Thank you very much. Welcome all to the party. Thank you all for joining me today. We never stop writing, and we write options where the market tells us to write options. Eddie Martin, good morning and welcome. Richard Carlin, Deep Value, Charlie C2, John Biscuit, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Jay Gill, Corinne, welcome. Michael, what a glorious morning. And Richard is here. The Big E is here. D.H. Ruda is here. So is Splair. Thank you, Splair. D.H. Aurora is here. Richard Carlin. Neat. Lee Mortimer. Aurora, welcome all of you to the program. CKT, Amy J. Nice to have you all here. Global Traders, 100% of all puts in Spider just got blown away. Peter, welcome to the show. Charlie is here. DQ is here. Thank you all for popping through and joining us. Bobby Atkinson, kind of glad nobody was buying SOFI puts yesterday. Wasn't able to roll 10s to 12s today. I'm looking at a better buyback. How about that? Richard, welcome. Opinions on the election. I've already been talking about the future. John, Hector, John Biscuit, how you doing? Thank you all for being here. Stephen, how you doing? Let's see. John Biscuit, Bobby, Sean, Sharon in the house. Aaron is here. Stephen Reeder, welcome all. Deep Value is here. Stephen Jackson is here. Welcome all of you. Deep Value, of course. Gary is in the house. How you doing? Jeff Glass. It'll be interesting to see how my option writing goes with the impending mass deportations, tariffs, inflation, and likely recession. Jarrett is here. Good morning. And Carl, I have been buying SOFI calls for March 25, printing right now. Larry Titus, good morning, everybody. I'm number 79 on Bruce's thumbs ups meter. For number 18, should we have completed all the other classes in order to join you for number 18? No, you can join me number 18. You can want to purchase class number 15 on my website without watching the first 14. You can do whatever you want. I do not make you buy all my classes like other sites. You don't have to be regimented into this. You can go any way you want. I would love to welcome you to the party for Class 18. It might inspire you after watching Class 18. You might go, oh, gee, I need to really understand a little more about deep in the money call options and poor man covered call writing. I'm going to watch his classes on that. You might find after watching my number 18 class that I think I'm going to start at number 1 here. And because I can rewatch 18 a million times like all these others, I'll start going from there. $150 is your entry fee to the class. If you can't make the class live, you can still acquire the class, not attend it. You will be able to rewatch the class because you purchased it, but you'll also get the final version, like anyone else who's in the live class. You will get the edited version as well within a week of the class being done. So you can't lose if you watch number 18. It's just a matter of, do you understand it all? I try to do it I'll be doing it in plain English, and so hopefully you'll sit there and go, oh, I see what he's talking about. I know a little bit about options. This is a good way to maximize profits on calls and puts and credit spreads. Yeah, okay, I'm with you. So Melissa, yeah, come on in. Let's see, who else is here? Let's see. Bobby Ikeson is still going to be in plain English. Who else? Let's go. So Lorraine, I'm sorry I'm late. I went to bed at 4 a.m. Welcome. Welcome all. Lorraine, I'm number 92 on your thumbs up meter, Bruce. Walter Young is in the house. Good morning, Bagel Familia. Good morning, Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen. Thumbs up number 93. Welcome. Who else is here? Mitch is here. Charlie C2, of course. There's Bobby, YouTube, a Canadian in a t-shirt, keyword Norbert. He has a bit explaining. Mark C, welcome. Number 96. Howdy all. Thank you. What else is going on here? Tim West doesn't like me. Welcome, Tim West. Why don't you become a Gold Bagel member and really not like me? There you go. Who else is here? Ray is saying here, President Trump's going to fire Gary Gensler on day one. How's that going to affect the market? I don't care. I don't care. You don't have to care either. You really don't. It doesn't matter. Thank you, everybody. SOFI is climbing ever closer to that magic 1454 number. That price will act like a black hole and pull the stock towards it. We will most certainly overshoot it and land around 1516 short term, says Rocketeer. Let's see. Who else is here? Welcome all. Robert in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. And thumbs ups. Thank you as well. Ted wants to know, what platform do you all use that offers pre-market option contract prices? And oh, by the way, good morning, everybody. Who cares is here. Good morning, Uncle Bruce and gang. Flint Creek is here. Flint Creek Soap Company. I am here. Welcome, Lisa, to the show. Who else is here? Thank you for being in the house. Beach Boy, is Alberto here? Might not be legal to begin. If not, Uncle Bruce, Alberto might well be watching. And if he's here, all the love from Jen and I to you. And to all of you, welcome all to the program. I'm glad you're here. Let's go. Alexander wants to know about the FOXO, and I don't know what those are. George, good morning, friends. Tony, a 401k is going to boom, and I can drive my big V8 truck every day again. Best president ever. There you go. Spicy's in the house. And kind of cool. Sadly, I sold my Rocket Lab too early. Not too early to write cash secured puts. Get out there. Spicy number 116 on your thumbs up meter. Who else is here? Stockman Mark, yippee-ki-yay. Welcome to the party, pal. Sean is in the house. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the party, everybody. Andres is here. Good morning, Uncle Bruce and all. Louis Gomez is here. Going to be a busy day. Rolling today, baby. Savage of Wall Street. Good morning, my fellow simpletons and degenerates from, I guess, San Francisco. The family was in a car accident last week. We're all okay. Little shook up. We have a big car. I'm in an unrelated incident. My daughter broke her arm. Oh, my God. Are you having fun over there? Stay safe, please, all of you. Vivesh, good morning. What a sad day. Welcome all to the party. Welcome all to the channel. Welcome all to the show. Thank you for being here. If you're an option writer, it doesn't matter who does what, who wins what, who loses what. It makes no difference whatsoever. You're option writers, you're going to get richer. It's as simple as that. You're going to make money, and you better make money. You have got an opportunity here to take money off the table like you've never had before. If you don't do it now, I don't know what to tell you. I just don't know what to say. But the upside for so many of you is so incredible. You can take control of your life, your financial life. You can take control of your career. You can take control of your retirement now. You can. I cannot overemphasize how glorious the market is for you as option writers. How incredible it can be. How much money you can make going forward here, if you take the bull by the horns and go with it. If you're going to become an option writer, seriously become an option writer, you can really make some serious cash flow for the rest of your life. You do not need $1 million to be an option writer. You do not need to have $1 million in assets to be self-employed and run your own assets. You just don't. There are viewers of my channel who have well under $100,000 in total assets. I have others who are under 50, 60,000 in total assets who can live off of option writing with just that much capital. It's stunning, it's striking, but they studied, they took the classes, they hang out here, they've had a one-on-one with me, or two, or three, or four, and they have invested in themselves to become option writers extraordinaire. And you too can join the party if you wish. The poll question is out today. I would love to know your response on that. 197 votes have already come in on my poll question for today. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. The question is, the statement is, I make most of my money writing stock options by choice number one, writing covered calls. 46% say yeah. Writing cash secured puts, 36% say that's where I make most of my money. And writing credit spreads, 18%. And that number is growing every month. That number is growing every month. 129 thumbs ups. Thank you for that, you guys. I appreciate that. We've just gone member-only commentary now. If you're a member of this channel, Chillin' member or Gold Bagel level member right here, you now can comment. It's reserved for you. Thank you, all of you who are members of this channel. Tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern time, Primetime Live with Uncle Bruce. We're going to talk stock options. We're going to talk about the options that you're writing. You're going to ask me questions about, what should I do with this? What do you think I should do with this? I did this. Should I do this, this, or this? Gold Bagel members only, though. Become a Gold Bagel member right now, today, and you can join me tonight and every Wednesday night, 7 o'clock Eastern time, Primetime Live with your buddy Uncle Bruce. It's as close to a one-on-one as you're going to get for the cost of a membership. That is a joke. That is a deal. Everyone who's here will tell you that is a good deal. Thank you all so much for joining us. Dude, Savage, I'm glad you and your family are okay. Savage is saying, now adding to all that craziness, the election yesterday, and oh man, what a week. Alex, number 124, thumbs up. So what are all these numbers written in green in my brokerage account? What does this mean? Everything in my brokerage account shows green type. What does this green ink in my account mean? Lots of put credit spreads and cash secret puts to close this morning. Oh yeah, this is profit taking day for a lot of you out there. This is good times. 12:16 on SOFI right now. As we get closer, 12 minutes away from opening. Tesla's up $30.90. It looks like at 282 or so. Yes, it is. The Dow is showing a 1,210 point gain. S&P 119. NASDAQ is up 344. Oil down 188 a barrel to 70.11 a barrel. That is where we're at right here, right now. We're going to get interest rate decisions. Is it tomorrow? We will wait for that. It should be a quarter point drop. That's what the market has been guessing now and gambling on for weeks. A quarter point drop on the interest rates. US dollar is surging against foreign currencies all over the place based on the results. So we'll be watching that. There's now the big question coming up for the next 3 months, 4 months. This is November, December, January, February. Tariffs What tariffs will be charged to what countries for what goods? That's the question. Here in Canada, we're wondering if there's going to be a tariff on almost everything coming from Canada into the US. And will the Americans be surprised when Canada does the same thing to all American goods, which guarantees a higher inflation rate in North America? Guarantees, which means unions will be even more aggressive, looking for higher pay raises to offset the higher cost of living. This is coming. This is coming. This is what America wanted. This is what America voted for. This is coming. You who are writing call options and put options and credit spreads, you're an option writer. You have got to understand what the election result means going forward to your wallet. It's bad news if you're not a millionaire. If you're a millionaire and beyond, it's great times. You're going to get tax cuts that will more than offset your inflation problems. It's all going to be wonderful. Write-offs will be extended to you. You're a business creator, all this stuff. But of course, this all has to pass the Senate and the Congress, and could take a year or two to implement. But your future could be very bright. But if you're not a millionaire, if you don't earn $500,000 a year, you earn $100,000, $200,000 a year, you're a family of 4, 5, mom and dad both working, and you're generating $180,000 to $250,000 a year, you got problems. You got real problems coming up. You're going to need to generate $20,000 to $30,000 a year more to break even going forward, because the cost of everything is going to go up for your family all over the place. You earn less than $100,000 a year, you earn $40,000 a year, $30,000, you're screwed. You're in real trouble. You better find a second job. Now, the good news is you might be able to do that. You might be able to find a second job. On the other hand, you might not be able to find a second job. I don't know how this economy is going to react, the knee-jerk, on all of this. There's uncertainty building when it comes to the economy as a whole. But hey, today it's a great day. And if you're an option writer, I have the answer for you. Learn how to write options, man. There's classes waiting for you on my website. You can join me for a live class number 18. There's a way out. There's a way to stay ahead of the rest of the crowd, because I'm telling you, there is a stampede happening that's going to happen that is going to work against you unless you've got a secondary source of income. Your employer is now emboldened to not give you a raise of any significance going forward. Your employer has figured out, oh, we got the right guy in the administration here. We got the right people in the Senate. We might have the House. For us, we're going to have all the power. We're going to be able to squeeze the shit out of our employees, because we can replace them dime a dozen. We don't give a crap. We want it for us. We're the top 5%. We got what we wanted. We have who we want. That's the bottom line. Employees be damned. And those of you out there who thought that going the direction you did is going to make your life a lot better, because your $30,000 a year is going to be $60,000 a year, or your $60,000 a year is going to turn into $100,000 a year, I got bad news for you. Unless you've got stock options of gargantuan proportions from your employer, and their company happens to be the right company in the right place at the right time, and their stock will go up in value over the next 4 or 5 years to offset all of the increases you're going to run into, you're going to be a winner. Otherwise, you're not, and you're going to need a side gig. But if you're here, you've come to the right place. You've come to the place where you can build capital outside of someone else that's over you. Your overlord. You can make money on your own and be your own boss, be your own god, and take your family to another level, because you're not going to get 20% pay raises in the next 2 or 3 years from any employer. You can forget about it. There you go. How many takeovers are going to happen? How many mergers? How many acquisitions? How many Americans, Canadians are going to be laid off left, right, and center because of corporate greed, one company taking over another to get a larger market share of the business and then eliminate half the staff? AI, the future of AI is lower employees. That's the game of AI. Why do you think big business is spending hundreds of billions of dollars on AI? Is to eliminate you from existence. You've got to figure out how to make money with the big boys. So you've got to do what the big boys do, and that is you write stock options and let the gamblers who are going to get their butts handed to them, you take their money. And they'll give it to you for years and years and years, because there's always another sap to come along and pull the handle on a slot machine. Vegas has proven that. Welcome to the party, pal. I hope you have learned something hanging around this channel, and I hope you're going to make yourself a nice bunch of dough. Anyway, there it is. We'll see what's going on. Let's see what happens. Romeo's saying here, good morning, everybody. Thoughts on the GameStop play for holders or for a spread? Purchased GameStop yesterday, hoping to take advantage of the markets today and the next few days. Don't mind getting assigned with money in the bank. Look, you own stock in GameStop, write a call option on it. Offer your GameStop for sale for a premium higher than what you paid for it, and say, yeah, you want my GameStop. You can have my GameStop. It's $23.71 in the pre-market. Write a $25 call. Couple of months out, take a couple of bucks. You're now offering your stock for $27.50 a share. You want to go further out in time, maybe you can get a 26 or a 27 written for $2 or $3, and you're now offering your stock for close to $30 a share. What did you pay for it yesterday? 22 something? Are you happy being taken out at 30? What's wrong with that? Nothing. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a good move, Romeo. Number 139. Good morning, Bruce. Thank you, everybody. Charlie, Bruce, please stop the BS about how horrible this is. Canada will flourish under these policies because the amount of oil that you guys export. Charlie, our prime minister and Trump hate each other. And until we have an election here, which could be a year away, it's going to get frosty. It's not good up here. It's not good up here. But that's all right. We're survivors. We'll be fine. Let's see. Renting's way cheaper. Yeah, maybe, but not for long. Bill Howard. Bruce, enough BS. Do you have short-term memory loss from the last term? What, the last term? The lowest unemployment rate in 50 years? The highest, strongest economy in the world. If I lost that thought, really surprising. Interesting to see if SPY can break 590. It's bounced off a couple times already. Andre, new member, thank you, my friend, for joining the party, the channel. Chilling with Uncle Bruce member, thank you, my friend. We have 218 votes now for the poll question. You want to answer the poll question? Let me know. 145 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for that. We have 47% people in the poll saying, I make most of my money writing stock options by writing covered calls. 36% say I make most of my money writing cash secured puts. 17% say I make most of my money writing options doing credit spreads. Andre De La Torre, welcome, my friend. That is a familiar name. I'm gonna guess. Welcome back. Thank you, everybody. Who else is here? Looker no more. Right on. Welcome, my friend. Computer Wiz, welcome to the fam. Welcome, Andre says. Alex, thank you all for being part of the fam. We opened in 5 minutes for trading. The Dow is holding a 1241 gain, 122 on S&P, 330 gain on NASDAQ. Today is the day to take a ton of money off the table and roll into new positions. Some of you might be taking advantage of the fact that you might be writing call credit spreads on some of the stocks you've been writing put credit spreads on. You might be focusing more on that side of the trade than the other. You send me a message, let me know what your thoughts, or if you want to have a one-on-one in the next few days, the next week or so, to go over strategy, we're happy to do that. Next week, Saturday, cannot do a one-on-one with any of you next Saturday because we're doing a live class next week, Saturday. Jen and I will be hosting lesson number 18, maximizing profits from stock option writing on covered call writing, poor man covered call writing, cash secured put writing, credit spread, the whole enchilada. So if you're interested in maximizing profits, you may want to join us next week, Saturday. We're going to get into a number of different strategies there. Welcome all to the show. Welcome all to the program. Andre is saying thank you all for welcoming me in as a member. We love having you. We're opening in 3 minutes, everybody. We'll see if this market for real wants to mimic and replicate the pre-market. We're going to find out, will these shares open as strongly as they are indicated in the pre-market? Can a stock like NVIDIA hold 134? Can Tesla hold a $30 gain in the actual market? Remember, there are a lot of folks out there who were gambling that the result would come in like it did, and now they want to cash in on it. Who is going to take them out for how much? That is the question. Can you explain the spread strategy and what that's all about? I could, but it'll take me half an hour to do it. There are classes available that'll tell you how to do it. If you really want to know, step up to the plate and start taking these classes, everybody. I don't want to be flippant about it. It's not that simple. It's not a 2-minute explanation. As many of you know, you can't tell your favorite friend or relative how to write stock options in 30 seconds. You can't do it. Larry Titus, the bells have rung. By the way, Stephen Butler, thank you for number 152. I see that. Thank you. D.A. Druda, neat. Don't forget the knee emoji attack. Honor the Knights of Knee. Here we go. Oh, so much fun. So time to roll my 12 SoFi cash secured put to 15s or 17s. Check this market out. Let's see how it reacts and how it forms and how it's trading. You might well be doing some rollovers today. If you're up nicely on these contracts, you might well be doing some rolls in the next few minutes, the next hour or two. Who knows? We'll find out in moments from now. Welcome all to the party. Thank you for being here. We're open for trading. D.A. Truda, I have been a member of this man's channel for 34 months. Thank you, man. Gold bagel member with a bunch of knee emojis in there. I love that. Thank you, my friend. Welcome to the party, pal. All of you, welcome to the party. Giddy on up. Andre just received a $5,000 bonus. What is today's suggested strategy for a cash secured put on SoFi? Well, you could write 3 $15 cash secured puts that expire January 26. I'm not sure what you're going to get for them. $4, $4.50 per contract. I'm not sure exactly. Check that out. That'll bring you what? If you got $4 a contract, that's a $1,200 return immediately, and that'll turn your $5,000 into 6,200. Of course, the 1,200 plus the 500 left over is enough to write another cash secured put at $15, and you'll have written 4 of them. And you're sitting on that cash. That'll be over 65 or whatever money. Nicely done. Juan, neat. My first neat. Well done, sir. I love it. We're up 1,200 on the Dow. We're up 120 on S&P. We're up 329 on NASDAQ to start the morning, a minute or so in. Welcome, everyone, to the party. SoFi is 12.05, it would appear. We're up about 65 cents, I think. 12.10 now, up 68. GameStop, 23.07, up 8 cents. AI, up 89 cents to 27.48. Rocket Lab, up 68. 12.62, up 81 cents now on Rocket Lab. SoFi up 76. They're both moving nicely higher. Richard Carlin, I've been a member for 3 years, 7 months, 19 days. Rock and roll, man. Thank you, and welcome all brand newbies and veterans. 301 of you are here watching us live right now. I hope you're having fun this morning. What a morning we're watching here. What an event. 226 responses to my poll question. Thank you very much. 155 thumbs ups already. Thank you very much. 145 of you are out there who haven't hit that thumbs up button. If you're able to find it, please nail it for us. Give this channel a little more momentum. We love SoFi. We love stocks that go up when we're long, and we love making money writing stock options. And boy, are we hauling in some credits. I'm curious to see what kind of trades some of you are going to pull off this morning from your profits on these credit spreads you've been doing. Some of these put credit spreads and iron condors. Curious to know how this is working for you. You let us know after you have a few minutes to gather yourselves. Thank you for joining us live from around the world. Bagel Babe, I have been a Gold Bagel member, been part of this channel now for 28 months. My only regret is I was not a Gold Bagel member sooner than this. Thank you so very much for that comment. So many of my viewers have been Gold Bagel members and regular members for over 3 years. many more than 2.5. Thank you all. It keeps me on the air. I do not make a lot of money from advertising from YouTube. Trust me, that does not pay the bills around here. Thank you. Flint Creek, half of America, says Flint Creek. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Here we are. Thank you, Bagel Babe. Thank you, D.H. Ruda. Thank you, Richard Carlin, for how long you've been a member of this channel. All of you can let everyone know how long you've been a member. It's free to do this. One of these green bars. Become a member today. Join this channel as a Gold Bagel member, and you can join me tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Gold Bagel members only, primetime live with your buddy Uncle Bruce. We'll talk about today. We'll talk about tomorrow as well. Thank you. A Deep Value, same Bagel Babe. Same sentiments. Lisa, I've been a member for 5 months, this man's channel. Thank you so very much, and I'm glad you're a member of this channel. Thank you, all of you. Chillin' members, Gold Bagel members, you're all welcome here. We love you. Members of this channel can comment on the comment section here. You have a question for me about this market, about your trades, you let me know. We're here live. Let's see what happens. We're up 1,200 on the Dow at the moment. We're up 120 on the S&P, and we're up 344 on the NASDAQ. The Dow's up 2.8%. The NASDAQ's up 2%, and the S&P is up 2%, and the NASDAQ is up 1.68%. The Dow is leading the markets higher at the moment for now. Now, starting Friday morning, day after tomorrow, NVIDIA will be in the Dow, and IBM and Intel will be out, and Sherwin-Williams will be in the Dow, and Dow Chemical will be out. So there's a shift on Friday morning for the Dow 30. But as of right now, as the Dow sits, we're up about 1,200 points at this moment in time. We're at approximately $11.99 a share on SOFI, $23.23 on GameStop, $28.27 on AI, and Rocket Lab, $12.63. So we have a good start going on with the markets right now. Welcome all to the party, pal. Great to have you here. I want to see you guys get nothing but richer. Computer Whiz, my goodness, $50 donation here. Thank you for the super chat. Uncle B is the greatest teacher. Profits keep rolling in. Computer Whiz, I love it when you make money. I love it when all of you make money out there. Thank you for these generous donations to Jen and I. We appreciate it. Keeps us going, and we love you for it, each and every one of you. Whether you're doing a super chat donation or whether you're doing a PayPal donation, thank you all. If you want to become part of the live class, send 150 US over to the PayPal account down below today. Send me an email. Tell me that I've just sent you 150 bucks, Bruce. I will be in your class next week, Saturday, 2 in the afternoon, Eastern time. Looking forward to seeing that. Excuse me, everybody. Thank you all for joining us. Oh, my goodness. We're up 430 on NVIDIA to 144 a share. We're up 12 cents on Matterport. Smart Rent is sitting at $1.17, down 59 cents. Smart Rent just got whacked. Something's going on. Something is going on their numbers somewhere. Let's see here. Smart Rent reported results for the 3 months ended September 30. Management is hosting investor calls. Highlights: total revenue of $40 million, decreased by 30% over the year. SaaS revenue of $13.3 million, increased by 23%. Net loss of $9.9 million, increased by 29% from 7.7. Adjusted EBITDA improved by 24%. Repurchased 9.8 million shares at an aggregate cost of $17 million. They were buying back their own stock in the 170-75 neighborhood. Balance sheet: $163 million in cash and equivalents of restricted cash, and they have an undrawn credit facility of another $75 million. They are saying that they, in the third quarter, showed remarkable resilience and strategic focus amid a series of market headwinds and operational transitions. This is the chairman of the board, John Dorman. During the quarter, we confirmed and strengthened our firm belief that the key issues affecting Smart Rent performance are execution issues, while the core business model, the growth potential of our market and market leadership position, and the differentiated value proposition of all customers remains very compelling. Market doesn't seem to agree, so we'll agree with that right now. Third quarter results, they delivered a 23% year-over-year increase in their SaaS revenue, driven by improvements in their units deployed. Over the same period, ARR increased to 53 million, up from 43 million. I don't understand what this means. I wish I could break this down for you, but they're trying to put lipstick on a pig right now. The stock is off this morning. There's a conference call being held at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, and that's in about 2 hours from now. They will explain themselves to the world at that point in time. That's what I'm showing. The stock is $1.17 a share. To me, that's a bargain. Down 59 cents on 463,000 traded. But the market is rendering an immediate reaction to their results, and it's not positive. That's what I show at the moment. I'm just a guy in front of a computer trying to figure out what's going on. Bobby Atkinson, I've been a member for 32 months. Thank you, my friend. Time to check the account from the T office, rock and roll, buddy. Thank you all for joining us. We are looking at Google up $5, Tesla up $37, going stronger. Microsoft up $5.70, Intel up $139, going out of the Dow Friday morning. Excuse me. Facebook down $9.70, Amazon up $155. The IBM shares, how are they doing this morning? IBM up $472 to $212.29, looking very good. The Dow right now is up 1,100 points. No, 1,300 points. I got two different results from two different devices, so stand by as I attempt to see where this market is. We're up 1,300 practically at the moment on the Dow. We're up 2% on S&P, and we're up 2.2% on NASDAQ, but the Dow's up 3% right now. Smart Rent is unhalted. It was halted, Bruce. It's now unhalted. Smart Rent is up for trading now, 134, down 41 cents. So it's improving quickly here after bottoming at 117 on a trading halt. Very interesting. Volume 646,000 on Smart Rent. Okay, I like the company. I like the style, but I know they're into management turmoil. They've got an activist investor group that's not happy. They've started buying back their stock. They might accelerate stock buybacks right here to get even more of their own shares back. They bought almost 10 million of their shares, but that has not made any difference to the sentiment as of the morning right now. 139 on Smart Rent, 142 on Smart Rent. This might be a dip. Again, you have to decide for yourselves whether you want any part of this stock or not. Alrighty, there it is. The Dow up 1,300. Super Micro down 640 to 2122. More problems there. Rocket Lab up 54. AI up 174 to 2833. GameStop up 21. SoFi up 55 cents to 11.97 a share. NVIDIA is up 431 to 144.22. Thanks for the update on IBM, Uncle Bruce. Love it. Charlie, you're going to make money whether you're a Republican or a Democrat. It doesn't matter. You're going to make money. It doesn't matter. Giddy up. Right options. You're getting richer. Welcome to the party, pals. We're having fun here. Fun. Oh, my goodness. What a morning. Thank you for joining us and being part of the show, being part of the channel. We love that you're here. 234 people have answered my poll question this morning. Thank you for doing that. 166 of you have hit the thumbs up button. Thank you for doing that. I much appreciate it. 47% of the people who have answered the poll are saying that I make most of my money by writing stock options, by writing covered calls. 36% say I make most of my money in the option business. I write cash secured puts. And 17% say I make most of my money writing credit spreads. If you're trying to quit your day job, you're probably going to be writing credit spreads. If you're looking to write poor man covered calls, you're writing cash secured puts, you are hauling in tons of cash, and that is an excellent strategy to build your wealth. And for some of you, you're using this to build your retirement accounts very quickly compared to how it's been going by professional money managers that you've had over the years. I know. What's happening with Smart Rent, man? Bobby, DraftKings finally made a drop yesterday. The bid, 25 cents on my credit spreads. Now it's 7 cents. And 4 cents is what I'm trying to buy him back for. Well done, Bobby. Those are worthless calls or puts you're running on. Well done. ATIP and Smart Rent are dropping fast, says RB at the moment. Right there, let's see. SoFi up 51 to 1192. We've got Smart Rent at 144 now, was down to 117. And ATIP, where is it at? 309, up a penny, but it was in the fours the other day, 4.5, 5 range, so it's backed off a little bit. We'll see if there's a recovery coming there. Interesting morning, everybody. Welcome to the party. 1,280 point gain on the Dow Jones. Rocket Lab up 65, AI up 170 a share, GameStop up 13 cents. SoFi is now up 50 cents to 11.92. NVIDIA up 3.88. Giddy up, everybody. Lisa, did you have a chance to review the HIP earnings that came out yesterday? Revenue was up 6.3%. Net loss widened 84%. 776 loss per share. The problem with ATIP, unfortunately, is that their banker is their largest shareholder. And it's kind of a quirky scenario, but there aren't very many shares left outstanding after the rollback of all their stock. They did a rollback to keep their listing going, but 80-something% of all the company is owned by one investor hedge fund, and it has lent money to ATIP to keep it alive, to keep it funded. And it's a company that on paper is losing money, but in reality servicing more patients and growing their business. But I think the loan provisions, the loan payments, interest rates and whatnot are so high that it keeps the company just barely breaking even. I think that the hedge fund that owns and runs ATIP and finances it tried to find investors to buy into ATIP through stock and or any other means so that they could take their loans off their books and transfer it to others. But there are others out there going, I'm not going to buy a bunch of preferred stock or bonds in ATIP if you, the banker, are still going to be the major shareholder of the company. This company has to be taken over by an independent third party that will take the debt off the books and take all the stock from the hedge fund so that they are the dominant player of the market. There needs to be, I think, an entrepreneur or a corporation that will buy out ATIP and run it themselves their way. But I don't know if the hedge fund wants to play ball, because until they get 10 or 12 or 15 a share, and this is the SPAC price pre-split, they don't make any money. And so I think the stock is dead in the water right now, as it's obviously showing the world at this point in time. I don't know what the upside is or when. I have no idea. I haven't known now for 2 years. So just watching it, I don't know. It is what it is. Thank you all for joining here. It's not always perfect news, but what a day today. 1296 gain on the Dow, 101 on S&P, and 330-point gain on NASDAQ. Oil is down 107 to 70.92. That is the story. 1191 on SoFi. The high of the day, 1219. The low of the session, 1182. We're at 1181 on SoFi. Volume on SoFi this morning in 16 minutes, 16 million shares. There's a lot going through. There's a lot to be said to sell SoFi here and write cash secured puts. There's a lot to be thought about there. As the stock drops, these puts go up, and you'll get a bigger price for those and turn your account into a cash holder. Stock wants to keep going higher, you'll roll your puts higher. Those of you who have already made your rolls from 7, 8, 10 to 12 to 15, congratulations. You're doing rather nicely. Giddy up, everybody. Let's see what else is going on here. Nothing else on the commentary. Okay, we're just keeping an eye on this market as we're flying here by the seat of our pants, watching this market go through a lot of different gyrations. Let me take a look at the watch list here, refresh this, and get right up to speed. 1239 on Rocket Lab, up 57. 1189 on SoFi, up 47 cents. GameStop up 20 to 23.20. Matterport 468, up 17 cents. 23andMe is up maybe a penny. Spire is still down, is up 31, 11.12. ATIP is up 7.5 cents to 3.16. SmartRent still down, but it's at 153 now. It's down 23 cents at 153 a share on 644,000 shares. The low was 117 this morning, and it got halted there. It's now back to 153 and coming on. Apple down 18 cents. The euphoria is over. Tesla holding a 31.80 gain. Microsoft still up 4.30. Alphabet, Google up 4.70. Amazon up only 56 cents. Make it 47 cents. 199.97. Nvidia up 2.34. Meta down 6.96. Goldman up 58 bucks. 585.70. Cisco up $1. Arc Innovations up 243. Pfizer down 67 cents. HPQ down 68. Unity up 44. AI up 156 to 28.15. Adobe up 12.87 a share. We've got Netflix down 245. IBM up 340. Vanik is up 222. Home Depot down 10.50 a share. Enphase down 17.84. Palantir up 254 and Uber down 240 at the moment. As Tesla's up, Uber is down. That is the story. I'm sticking to it. The question is, what euphoria do we have in this market, and how long will it last, and where do we go? We are getting in this first 15, 20 minutes. A lot of gamblers are cashing in their wins, and they're taking on their new bets. There are a lot of people who've come into this market overnight, and now they're going to want to cash out. The question is, are there buyers at these high prices to run it higher, or have we topped out? And are we now going to see a deterioration for a few hours to see how strong this market really is? Jen is in the room. How are you, Auntie Jen, this morning?
Careful, I've got my coffee.
Let's see what we have here. Let me triple check. There we go. This is one of the two coffee cups that Lorraine presented Jen and I in New York. Mug. It's a Christmas mug, and we thank you. They arrived safe and sound here in Calgary, Lorraine. Thank you for that. Grab it.
Wrapped in Uncle Bruce's socks.
We wrapped them and packed them, and Jen was hoping they would arrive. They arrived safe and sound. Thank you, Lorraine, for those two cups. Thank you, all of you, for joining us here today. Juan is saying Uncle Bruce hypothetically. Hypothetically. If GameStop was to start paying out dividends, and I write covered calls, do I get paid the dividend? Yes, as a shareholder, you get paid. If you're a shareholder and you're writing covered calls, you'll get paid dividends, and you'll enjoy your premiums on the options. Absolutely.
The person who bought your option only gets it if they purchase.
Yeah, they have to exercise you and take the stock off your hands to get the dividend.
That you sold the option, but you still own your stock.
That's right. Richard Carlin, good morning. Auntie Jen. Lorraine, I see my cups. You got them. Yeah. Splair, possibly day traders run higher with me together. HUT8. I don't know what that means. Lisa, just rolled my Tesla 20th of December, $250 covered call into March at 275s. Well done. That's an excellent move. I encourage that kind of thing. Tesla here is sitting at 281, and you're writing 275s. That's a nice move. A $25 up in your strike price. That's all in your pocket if they take you out, plus the premium move. Nicely done, Lisa. Alex Juan, if you mean cash secured puts, then the answer is no, because you don't own the shares. But if you are writing covered calls, yes, you will. And so thank you, Alex, for that. Giddy up.
Is that the Lisa that we met
in London? Yes, it is. It is the Lisa we met in London.
We have some really good Lisas.
We have some great Lisas, and we have some wonderful viewers around the world. And we met a few in London, and we met them in New Jersey. And we meet them here every day. Thank you all for joining us. Love you. Love that you're here.
I know as the years go by, we get to meet more and more of them.
Yeah. Lisa's saying the Tesla roll pocketed me $1.45 in premium, $145 a contract. Nice going. Well done. And a $2,500 gain on your strike price. Don't forget, that's the big part of this equation. And what did you give away? You were offering the gambler a contract that was going to expire in December, is now going to expire in March, and for that you just collected $2,645 to you on one contract. Now, those of you out there who are writing 3, 5, 10, and 20 of those,
that's good premium for 3 months.
That's nice. That's really nice. Giddy up, everybody. Well done, all of you. Taking the dough off the table. The Dow is up 1,172. We were up 1,300 at the high, but we're now up 1,172 points.
It hasn't been open long enough.
No, only 23 minutes. We're up 92, 93 on S&P. We were up over 100 plus. NASDAQ is up 302 points. We were a little better than that. Oil is down 90 cents, but we were down $1.80 this morning. We're now only down 90 on oil. What else is going on here? SMCI, that's Super Microcomputer, down $7.30 a share. They're having accounting and issues there. And so the street's going, do we trust these guys?
Is that the one where the auditors left?
Yeah. Rocket Lab up 45 cents to 12.26. AI up 127 to 27.86. Looking good. GameStop 23.28 up 28 cents. SoFi 11.80. It got up to 12.21, 12.20 something for the high in the pre-market. 12.20 on the market, but now 11.80. Nvidia 143.04 up 3.13. Matterport up 19 cents. Smart Rent back to 142, 138. Still down on the session, but it was as low as 117. It's now 138. Got back to 150. We're fluctuating there. ME down 2 cents. Apple up 17 cents. Tesla's up $27. Google up $4.93. Microsoft up $5.70. Intel is up 96 cents. Netflix down $1.30. Facebook down $9.60. Amazon up $1.16. Welcome to the party, everybody. And let's not forget, good old IBM up 421 to 211. Charlie C2 smiling. Charlie's a happy guy today. And he should be. He deserves to be up on this trade. Well done, everybody. Trucker Tech, Uncle Bruce. I wrote Rocket Lab. 13.5 cash secured puts on Monday that expire on Friday. I just bought them back for a $3,000 profit. What are your thoughts on next week's cash secured puts on Rocket Lab? Alex, Trucker Tech, nice trade. Spare. I closed SoFi at 12.10. Unfortunately, I couldn't get it at 12.11. Giddy up, swear. Welcome all to the party, folks. Jen?
We're having one of those crazy days where our high temperature today is going to come right around 9 o'clock tonight.
Oh, it's warming up all day.
But then it's going to stay that temperature all night long and just get warmer tomorrow.
Yeah, is that a Chinook factor for us?
It doesn't
Kawaii?
Yeah, maybe an inversion of some kind.
We're at 22 degrees right now here at 7:57 in the morning. The high today, 48 degrees. They say at 3 p.m. we hit it. And we'll be... Well, later. It's shifting, obviously, so my weather report could be off. Tomorrow's high, 57, Friday, 57. Those are our highs. Whatever snow we got, it's gone. Right. There's nothing here. Yes.
Shame our guys aren't playing football this week.
It's a crying shame the Stampeders never made the playoffs now. But the Flames won last night in overtime in Montreal.
Against the dreaded Canadiens.
They were, the Flames were down 2-1. And then Montreal got a 3-1 goal. Called back on an offside call. Left it at 2-1. Within a minute, the Flames Coronado scored to tie it. And they went into overtime, and 7 seconds into overtime, Coronado scores in overtime, picked the top corner.
And he was Flames the humble guy. He said, sometimes the puck just comes onto your stick in the right way at the right time with the right path.
It's kind of the way Lanny used to talk. He's a sniper, so was Lanny McDonald.
Yeah.
Love it.
Very good. And again, our little wolf, I don't think he's lost yet.
Yeah, he's lost a game. He's lost a couple of games, but Dustin got a win in Montreal. Yeah. Way to go, Dustin Wolf, our goalie. Giddy up. Ooh, I love it.
So what's it going to be today?
Hold on, we'll get there. DC is in the house. Woke up this morning with my limit sell on DJT stock. I made $1,160 on DJT.
Oh, there you go.
Take
See?
money off of that if you can. Trucker Tech, Alex, thank you. Well done.
Put
I
in
don't
those limit
recommend
orders.
you trade DJT. It's as volatile as I'll get up, but those of you who do, you govern
Well,
yourselves accordingly.
And those who have
Yeah.
the ability to sit there and watch it.
Oh, that's right. That's what.
This isn't one where you can do it in your
Stink
row.
bids are a way to go. Stink offers are a way
Save
to go.
bids, save
DC
lives.
is figuring this one out. DC, $1,160. That pays for 6 lessons easily. 7 lessons. Well done, man. The rest of your life, you're going to be doing this.
That's right.
Way
that's
to
right.
go, pal. Welcome to the party, pal. Now, what should I have? I'm thinking grape jelly today.
Okay.
Super
A
crispy
grape
bagel.
jelly.
Yeah, super crispy
Okay.
and grape
So I
jelly.
know with the cheese, it's still crispy.
I know, but
It's
today's
a give and take. A give and take.
today's a grape jelly day, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we'll go that route. I love it.
Okay.
Giddy on up.
Okay.
Love those roasted sesame seeds. Oh,
Pop,
it's so
pop,
good.
pop.
Notice we're into the second package too of those
I
bagels.
noticed.
We got to get over
because
there.
I've been eating them.
Ooh, Auntie Jen has been dipping into my bagel stash.
Dip it in.
Oh no! Oh my gosh. Okay, we're up 11.99 on the Dow Jones, a 97 gain on the S&P, and the Nasdaq's up 329. Welcome everybody to the program this morning, and well done on these profits, you guys. I love seeing my clients mention how much I make money. That's why I say thank God for limit buys and limit sells. Stake bids and stake offers, exactly, you learn that, and oh, can you make some good money doing that, maximizing profits on trades. Thank you, everybody. Rocket Lab up 48 cents at 12.30. AI up 144, 28.03. GameStop up 55 to 23.54. SOFI 11.81 up 39 cents at the moment. Welcome to the party, pals. Nice to have you here. NVIDIA's up 343. Giddy on up. We take the money and we run with it. Well done on your rollovers, everybody. You've mastered, many of you have mastered it, and you're mastering the art of option rollovers, taking more cash off the table, higher capital gains off the table. This is what it's about. This is why casinos around here, all of you who are becoming casinos, keep making money no matter which direction the market goes. It doesn't matter. I love it. Sounds like Rocket Lab might be going up again, says Splair. Maybe. We'll see. 12.38 on Rocket Lab. And SoFi 11.86. So the two of them are, vying for positioning. We'll see how this is going to go. Thank you all for being here and hanging out with us. The poll question keeps getting respondents. 244 people have answered the poll question, and we're also seeing the thumbs up meter climbing ever so close, so closer and closer to 200. 173 on the thumbs up meter, only 27 away from 200. Thank you all very much for these thumbs ups. We have the question was on the poll question. I make most of my money writing stock options. Writing covered calls, 47% of you make most of your money writing covered calls. Writing cash secured puts, 37%. And writing credit spreads, 16%. Pretty consistent here across the board. You can make money all kinds of ways writing options. What turns you on and what are you most comfortable doing? Well done, everybody. I love this game. This is absolutely fantastic. Thanks for joining us from around the world. Lisa, GameStop, big green candle, Bruce, big green candle, 23.64, up 66 cents on the GameStop shares. They're moving up here, and that opens up a world of possibilities. You can either roll up your put credit spreads to higher strikes and take in more money off the table. You could do rollovers of the calls you've written if you wish and go further out in time for a higher strike for more money and a higher strike. You can write covered calls. You can roll over your poor man covered calls and do that as well. And you can look at taking out your put credit spread profits and creating a new position on put credit spreads, or you could write call credit spreads, stay way ahead of the stock. You decide which way you want to take your next pound of flesh off of these gamblers, because that's what you're going to do, and that's how you do it. Well done, everybody. AI 28.27. Oh man, have some of you made money on writing cash secured puts on AI? Oh yeah, baby. And on Rocket Lab, 1234, 1230. Have you made money on cash secured? But yes, you have. You should be looking at 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, $20 Rocket Labs if you want. Take money off the table on cash secured pots. Giddy up. Nicely done. Love this game. Keep up the good work, everybody. 1186 on SoFi. It's trying to come up a little bit. It got down to looks like 1177. Now it's 1180. You're not doing much on SoFi. We'll see how it works. It's okay, kids. It's all good. Nicely done. Keep me posted. How you doing on those option trades? What kind of depreciation have you seen on some of these positions? Your NVIDIA put credit spreads. I got to figure that those of you out there in the 100, 105, 110, 115 credit spreads on put credit spreads on NVIDIA, you got to be laughing. I mean, laughing. Are you writing 15s? Is there anyone out there with 120s that have really crashed out? That's got to be good stuff. Apple 224, we're back up again, 124. Tesla 278. I would imagine that put credit spreads on Tesla that you guys were into have completely been annihilated. I'm sure there were viewers into 200 to 220 cash secured credit spreads on puts that are just laughing this morning on your Tesla. Well done. We're up $26 at $277.99. Google up $4.99. Microsoft up $6.41. There are profits in them there hills being handed to you guys left, right, and center. Take the dough and keep rolling. Always be an option writer. Doesn't matter who does what. It doesn't matter who wins elections, who loses elections, where we're going. It doesn't matter. It matters not. If you're an option writer, it doesn't matter. You just make money. Giddy up. I like this. 1234 on Rocket Lab. GameStop 2365. SoFi 1184 now. So there you go, kids. Nicely done, each and every one of you. Keep up the really good work. I love this. Thanks again for the thumbs ups, and thank you for joining my putting in a response to the poll question today. 246 on the poll, 176 on the thumbs ups. You guys are awesome. I appreciate it so very much. Thank you all for joining us so far. Don't forget, tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, I'll be live for Gold Bagel members only. Become a Gold Bagel member immediately. Join us tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Let's review what happened today and how it went and what our future plans are here on these trades. Thank you so much for all of you coming through here today. It was great seeing you. I'm going to take my break right now. I got a bagel coming my way, and I'm going to eat it in the comfort of my home with Auntie Jen's company. Get richer, everybody. You deserve to make a ton of money. Thank you. Blair, you got it. I'm going to pack it in right now. Watch this market from this side of it. You keep an eye on from that side. Keep me posted. And if you're looking to join us a week Saturday, do join us. There's a PayPal address down there. Send us 150 US and send me a private email telling me I'm coming into that class, Uncle Bruce. I want in. Blair, neat, Richard Carlin, neat, D.H. Ruda, neat. Don't forget the knee emoji attack. Thank you, the Knights of Neat, for all these movements and all these profits. Giddy up, everybody. Getting richer out there. Make the dough, take the dough, and say, thank you, sir. May I have another? I love being your casino. Gamblers, I love this game. Okay, everybody? Talk to you tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern. Let's have fun. Bye for now.